Pivot, the great road trip gone wrong. Welcome back to the Syncoro Startup Show with Kashyap Pandya, the only show where we talk about all the things founders don't want to hear, make them sound fun, and serve them with a side of sarcasm. Today, we are talking about pivoting. You know that fancy word startup founders love to use when their idea is crashing faster than a 1998 dial-up internet connection. And let me tell you, pivoting is like being on a road trip where you have no idea where you are going. You think you have a destination, you think you have a plan, but before you know it, you are lost, low on fuel, and questioning all your life choices. Act 1. The founder's grand road trip plan. Every startup begins like an over-ambitious road trip. Founder 1, excited like a guy with a new driver's license. Hi, we are launching a revolutionary product. This is a one-way trip to Unicorn Valley. Reality check. The map, your business plan, is just a random Google search. The car, your startup team, is held together with a duct tape and unpaid interns. The fuel, your funding, is dangerously low, but you assume you'll figure it out on the way. You have no actual GPS, your market validation. But do we worry? No, because we are founders and founders believe in manifestation. Lesson. Starting a startup without market validation is like going on a road trip without checking the fuel tank. You will get stranded. Act 2. The first sign of trouble. Bhai, ye kahan aa gaye hum? Fast forward 6 months into the startup journey. The road trip is not going as planned. Founder, checking dashboard like a worried driver. Bhai, why are we losing users? Investors in the backseat, sipping coffee, judging silently. Bhai, where is the revenue? Founder, अरे अभी तो हम बस acceleration phase में हैं. And reality hits. Users don't like the products. Customers are not paying. Investors are asking weird questions like, where is the business model? Burn rate is high, morale is low, and Google Map has stopped working. And that's when you realize you are on the wrong road. Lesson. Your startup failing is not a personal attack. It just means you took the wrong highway. Act 3. The pivot. Taking a U-turn before it's too late. Now comes the founder's favorite moment. The great pivot speech. Founder acting like nothing is wrong, even though everything is wrong. Guys, we are not failing. We are just repositioning. We are evolving. We are pivoting. Co-founder, smirking like a friend who knew this was a bad idea all along. Bro, you mean we are lost and taking a U-turn? Investor, checking watch, unimpressed. Cool. So what's the new plan? Founder, pulling random ideas out of thin air. So originally, we were building a premium on-demand pet sitting marketplace, but now we are an AI-powered B2B SaaS analytics platform for pet insurance company. Totally different, game changer. Investor, bro, what? Lesson? A pivot is not an excuse to pick a random new idea. It's about adjusting based on real customer feedback. Act 4. The new role, the new journey. Alright, let's say the pivot works. You survive. You find traction. Your team believes in the new vision. Investors start giving you side-eye. Founder, now experienced, wiser, and slightly traumatized. I never trust the first road you take. Always be ready for detours. Investor, finally impressed. Okay, we'll give you another round of funding, but no more pivots. Founder, knowing full well, another pivot is coming in 6 months. Haha, yeah, of course. Internally, bye, we figure it out later. Final lesson? Startups don't fail because they pivot. They fail because they pivot for the wrong reasons. The climax. The Startup Road Trip Survival Guide. So dear founders, here is the Startup Road Trip Rulebook for pivoting the right way. Don't panic at the first sign of trouble. A few bumps on the road don't mean you need to reroute entirely. Listen to your customers, not just your ego. If nobody is paying you for your product, maybe it's time to adjust. A pivot should be strategic U-turn, not a random left turn into chaos. If you're pivoting every 3 months, you're not pivoting, you are just lost. Final thought. Pivoting is not about trying something new. It's about making sure you're driving toward a place where people actually want to go. And that's a wrap on today's episode of the Syncoro Startup Show with Kashyap Pandya. If you like this, share it with a fellow entrepreneur who is currently making a hard left turn. And remember, startups aren't about having the perfect map. They are about adjusting to the journey. Until next time, keep iterating, keep pivoting, and may your startups always have enough fuel to go to the next destination.